Hi, Sagittarius. This is Jeffrey. This is Ripecolor. This is your reading for December 25th through the 31st, the last week of the year. Happy New Year. Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas. Happy New Year. Did I say it in the wrong name? Whatever. I haven't even said it for some of the other videos. All right. Please like, subscribe, share, comment, press the bell for notifications. I offer private readings. I also offer IET. IET is a healing modality which can help you to move energy. Speaking of which, I made two videos this week or the past 2 weeks that are really powerful. I would really recommend that you watch them. I think you can see them on the live. I don't know if it comes up on the video feed, but if you go to live on the top of the YouTube page, it says live. One of them is called letting go of resentment, and the other one is called shifting the narrative. And they're really powerful, and they give you tools to help you to transform energy. And that's basically what the IET is. I mean, it's different, but it's similar. Well, it's about shifting energy. And what I'm feeling from you, this is hibiscus tea. It's much better when I get it out. They put a ton of sugar in it. I think it's better. They use the real flowers. I think that's because I bought like the tea bags. I think I'm going to buy the real flowers because those are really good. All right. I have this feeling like you're moving, but you're moving so fast. It's almost like you don't know where you're moving, or it's like you forgot to pack something, or it's a little bit like that. It's like, yeah, I have this energy. I want to move. I want to do, but I think it feels like your destination needs to be clear, or your what you hope to accomplish. That's what it feels like. All right. That's my little mini message. It was so loud earlier, and now, there's some sound, but the whole building was alive about an hour ago. So I'm really glad that it dissipated. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Lovely. Okay. Um, we begin with the Ten of Swords. I'm going to get more tea. Hang on. Ta-da! Oh. Um, we start with the Ten of Swords. The Ten of Swords is really the end of a way of thinking. I used to think like that. It doesn't really work anymore. And so that way of thinking is complete and done, and new dawn is rising. I'm seeing things in a different way. I have new ideas. They're fresh. It's something new. Then I have the Queen of Pentacles. She's come up a lot. She's really come up a lot. Which is nice because I really like the Queen of Pentacles. She's really practical. That's why I like her. She's self-nurturing, but she's not smothering. She's really, it's enough, but it's not overdone. It's not smothering. She knows how to stretch a dollar, right? She knows what the most important bill is to pay. She knows how to make money, but she also knows how to like spend it wisely. There's that energy to her. And also this energy of being good to yourself, right? Then I have Temperance, right, which is your card. It's my next Tarot Tuesdays, and I've been really thinking about it. I've just been doing so many videos, I don't really have a chance. It'll probably happen. Maybe it'll happen next week. I don't know. But what I'm really getting lately from Temperance is there's this self-healing. There's a self-healing going on of confidence in oneself. Like it's almost like your inner comforter, your inner joy, your inner voice. It's almost like sometimes you have a hard day, and you can be like, oh, why did this happen to me? Or whatever. You can get all crazy. and then one thing doesn't work, another thing doesn't work, we have days like that. And then it's almost like this voice saying, calm down, honey, it'll be okay. It'll all work out, but like, and there's like this self nourishment, really, like it's a fulfillment of self. Right? Yeah. And then you become willing and open to be led in love. You know how sometimes, you think you learn a lesson, right? Oh, I learned that lesson. Yeah, I don't do that anymore. I can't tell you how many times this happened to me. Oh, yeah. Yeah, not even an issue. And then it comes back, right? And I feel like sometimes when we do really learn a lesson, it's almost like the universe. It's almost like a joke in a way. It brings you that same lesson again to see if you'll take it, to see if you'll it's almost like it's in a way, I don't take this wrong. It's almost like there's a sucker born every day. It's like that shell game, right? And it's like every time you pass by, you play that shell game. And then you say to yourself, "Oh, but now the shell game's going to come up again in a way." And you know what you're going to do? You're going to cross the street and say, mm-mm, mm-mm, mm-mm. Because my thinking has changed. I've become really practical and self-nurturing. I've healed myself. I'm being led by spirit, and I know it's coming up again. Sorry for the glare. I open the curtains so I get good light. Um, and it's like, no, no, no. There you go. No, no, no. Not this time. Been there, done that. Learned the lesson. Thanks. I'm waiting for another gift. I'm waiting for a gift from spirit. I'm waiting for something else to fill that. Because maybe if I cross the street, right? Let's say it's you're walking down a city street, right? And there's the shell game guy, which is like, it's a metaphor, but it's a metaphor for, a place I've been before, something I've done before, which I know is, leads nowhere or makes me feel frustrated or whatever. It could be a phone call from a crazy friend that like every time I pick up the phone with this one, it's like there's something. I always end up giving them money or whatever. It's like, no, no, no. I see who's on the caller ID, and it's like, I ain't playing with you. And then you cross the street, so to speak, right? And then you discover this fantastic store, right? They have really cool stuff and it's really good prices, and there's no one in there. There used to be stores like that in New York, no more. There are stores like that here. I haven't discovered them all. It's such a big city, and like I have to figure out where to shop for what, And I've been figuring it out a little bit, but it's the kind of thing that really takes years. But this, the Six of Cups is like, it's like a gift from the past. It's like a gift from spirit. It's like a gift from your higher self. It's like a gift from an angel in a way. It's perseverance. It's a beautiful card. Mm-hmm. So I've come to know myself. Because I've come to know myself, and I've come to know where my light wants to guide me. And you know what this feels like? It feels like, I was saying you were in a rush. It's almost like, let's say you were going to go on vacation. You know me and my metaphors. You were going to go on vacation, right? And you have enough money and whatever. Like all that is good. And you have an opportunity either to go to the beach, let's say, or to go skiing. And it's like, oh, well, I'm going skiing. No, no, no. Every other time you've been on a ski vacation, you have a really, really bad time. It's too cold for you. You're not really a good skier. Uh, there's not much else to do aside from ski. I'm just giving an example. And it's like, oh, well, I got this ski vacation. And then you come to this and saying, it's like, why am I going skiing? I don't even like skiing. Or why am I going after making money in this way when I already know like it's never really worked for me? Or why am I getting involved with this person when I already know it's going to be a disappointing outcome? Why am I going to apply for this job when I've already applied 3 or 4 times and maybe the answer is no, maybe there's something better for me. Maybe I'm not even in the right area. A little bit like that. I think that's what that shell game is. It's a little bit, and I feel like you're in a rush in a way, because it's like, you want to get what you want to get, which I get, but it's like, go to the beach, go to the beach, right? Because maybe at the beach, I mean, first of all, it'll be warmer, but you can go hang gliding, not hang gliding. I would never go hang gliding. You can go on that, what do they call that thing? The sail thing with the surfboard. I don't know what that, whatever. You can go scuba diving, you can go surfing, you could just lay on the beach. Maybe the beach town that you're going to is like, has something else going on. Maybe it's close to something else that's interesting. It's like, yeah, I think I'm going to be practical, right? Self-nurturing, listen to my intuition, allow myself to be led. Yeah. Yeah, I'm willing to give up my old way of thinking, my old habit, my old perspective, and let ISIS take over. It's such a funny card, unusual card, because it's almost built in, like a lot of cards, um, there's this one general meaning in a way, right? But this card is so, it's the card of mystery. It's the card of the dream life. It's the card of intuition. So it's really hard to read. And the thing about Isis is that the thing about the high priestess, I should say, is she's really into, it's like, how does intuition work? I have no idea. I know that on certain days it's like stronger or louder or more obvious than others. Um, I mean, so like built into the meaning of the card, the way I understand it is she's the keeper of secrets or the revealer of the light. She's both. She's both simultaneously because she's a goddess, so she can be both simultaneously. And I always feel like Isis creates out of the darkness, but she doesn't really let us know how she's creating it. It's like, I don't know how, but it happened. I don't know how I met this person. I don't know how I got that job. I don't know how I ended up here. I don't know. I don't really know how. But maybe what it's about is saying, I learned my lesson. I'm going to do something new. I'm willing to give up my old way of thinking. I'm going to let my light lead me and let Isis do what she does, which is create. Yeah, my intuition's super strong. And I'm going with my feeling. I'm being led by my heart. This is lovely. I'm being led by my heart. And I'm building something new. I'm not really quite sure what it is, and it's not ready to come out of the dark yet. But I'm doing new actions. I'm going to see where it takes me. I'm doing new things. I'm thinking in a different way. It's not really quite ready to be born, but I don't know. It just seems like the thing to do, and that's what I'm doing. All right. Yeah. More mystery. Who knows what can happen? There's a lot of this going on. in different ways for different signs. But there's a lot of this. And I had a little bit of a conversation with Sheila today. Sheila Celtic wrote, I'll add the thing to my site. I don't know, it'll be up in a day or two. Today is the 21st. You know, so I don't know if you knew here, but I had a fire. I was in New York. I had a fire. I was in the apartment. Blah blah blah. And my whole life changed. My whole identity changed. My whole identity changed because I was so identified with that apartment, with being a New Yorker, with I was running my businesses out of there. You know, I had an art studio there. My whole identity changed, and also because I've been living in that apartment for so long, I'd been through so much there. I'd been through so much. I'd had so many experiences through all the years of living there. And I was so identified with the space, with the neighborhood, with so much of it. And then all of a sudden my identity was almost ripped away from me because it's like I didn't have an art studio, I didn't have an apartment, I didn't have a place to run businesses, I didn't have any money. And I feel like that's what's going on for a lot of people. A lot of people are being called in ways they don't even know what, where, how, who. And a lot of people are following it. And it seems very strange because we don't live in that kind of society. We live in a society that says, you're this age, you do that, then you go there, then you have a relationship, then you do this, then you buy, then you. And there are so many people that I've been talking to also with private readings. They're like, I don't know why I'm moving to the city, but I'm moving. I don't know why I'm taking this job, but I'm taking it. I don't know why. And I feel like that's what's going on. And I feel like, yes, that's what I feel like. It's like, yes, it's like, is it sure? Is anything sure? Is anything sure? You know, you can watch something on YouTube. It's like, oh, well, this is the only safe place to live in the United States now with the climate change. They don't know. They don't know. Places that used to rain, it rains more or rains less. People that never rained, it rains a lot or it doesn't rain at all. They don't know. They change your mind every 10 minutes. So it's like, well, I might as well be guided by spirit, right? Might as well be guided by my inner light, because that is always going to be with me, because it's been with me before and it's coming with me again. So if this is where I'm being led, you know, as long as it's not, you know, crazy. And even if it is crazy, so what? It's your life. All right, away we go. A new way of thinking, being practical, self-healing, listening to your intuition. 2 points. Something new and spiritual is being built, but it's not out in the light yet. But you are being led, I think, by your past life. I think this is a gift from the past. And you're not picking up the old habits because, you know, you are allowing your strength and your courage to come through, and the courage of living in your light, of letting go of old ways of thinking, letting Isis take over toward who knows what, but being confident in your heart. I never got that from this card before. Being confident in the way you feel. It's like, yeah, I'm doing something that feels good. People are like, oh, you can't do that. You know, you have to do this. It's like, I'm doing something that feels good. Isn't that enough? It's enough for me. I'm doing something that feels good. I don't know why, but it feels good. So that's why I'm doing it. Blessings.